Hey, my name is Matthew Kizer. I attended a freshman student dialogue concerning the view of the human ability slash disability. The main point that our instructors tried to make was from this video from Brene Brown. The video is called "The Power of Vulnerability." It talks about the ability to accept yourself and your shortcomings is the key to being the most successful and happy with your own life. To begin the dialogue, we did, of course, a common icebreaker for our group. After we finally had the group established of who was going to be in the dialogue, we did a dialogue concerning where we told an interesting fact about ourselves. And if someone else had that same interesting fact, they would stand up and say another interesting fact about them, and we would find out how connected our entire group was, even though almost none of us knew each other before this dialogue, which was kind of interesting. I mean, it was just another icebreaker. But the video of Brene Brown on the power of vulnerability was really moving. I mean, she really was into her work, and she knew what she was talking about. She's a trained psychologist, and she just did thousands and thousands of studies and of people, and got information of all kinds concerning how people thought about themselves and the type of people that consider themselves happy and successful. They all just had the same characteristic. They knew who they were, and they thought they were deserving of love. They thought they were deserving of what they had. They knew their shortcomings, but they just were happy with their lives. That was the whole message of the power of vulnerability. And this was tied in pretty well with the how to view your body with your concerning ability and disabilities. I saw how this tied in, but this sort of took over our entire dialogue. We focused on this for the entire time, and we would go around and we would talk about how we felt vulnerable since we'd been at school, what kind of shortcomings we felt we had, and a lot of people opened up, and it was really interesting to see all the people that opened up and seemed to have the same feelings. And I found this really insightful because I believe it's at college everybody goes through a lot of the same things, but we all think we're going through it alone. And we took a group of close to 40 first-year students at Clemson of different ages. We had people of all types from different countries. We had some people that had been married before, and they had gone through things, and that they could explain to us about how they had felt vulnerable during these times. And it was just really moving to know how everybody had gone through all of this different stuff. Everybody in life feels like they should be better, should be more fit, should look better, should be stronger, all of this, and they think they aren't smart enough to get through life. They think they can't handle this class, or they wish they were someone else. And this entire session was talking about to accept yourself, and that'll make you the happiest and the most successful you can be. Once you accept your shortcomings, you understand who you are and what you are best at. That will make you better at everything else because you know who you are and how to do things. That's the power of this session. That's what this session was about. I found it entertaining. I found the session pretty entertaining, considering for the hour 45 minutes we were in there. I stayed pretty attentive because the conversation stayed insightful, and it was moving. So I found the student dialogue to be much better and more entertaining than I expected going in. I expected it to be a group of 30 or 40 students sitting in a circle, staring awkwardly at one another. And there at the beginning, this sort of started as that. Then we did an icebreaker, and everybody started laughing and stuff. And I found several people that I related to, and a lot of people just started opening up, and it was a pretty successful dialogue in my opinion.